Welcome, foolish mortals. Today on the Disney Plus project, we'll be talking about a couple of Spark shorts. Spark shorts. Burrow and Wind. And Spark shorts, there's numerous Spark shorts that have now all of a sudden that Disney Plus is out have started coming out of the woodwork. So we decided to choose a couple of those and watch those and let you know what we think. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into this, make sure that if you are not subscribed to the channel, you hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you leave us a like and a comment and let us know what other movies and or shows that we should watch. So we're going to start out with Burrow. That was the first one that we watched.
Yes.
I actually ended up watching Burrow twice because I watched it before I went to sleep and then watched it again with you once I woke up. So, and Burrow was super adorable.
I thought it was cute.
I really liked Burrow. The whole story, it's like 6 minutes long, 5 minutes long, if you don't count the credits.
Yeah.
It's the story of a little bunny who is just trying to make, he's digging a burrow, he's making a home by digging a burrow, and he's just trying to make his little home. That's all he wants to do. And stuff keeps happening to him, like a mole or I think it's a mole or a gopher or something burrows in from the other side. Yeah. He burrows in from the other side and pops out into where this rabbit's trying to make his home. And he pops out and he's like, and there's no talking in any of the Spark shorts really. And he pops out and he's like, looks at the rabbit and he's like, oh hey, and he like shows the like blueprints of his home. And then the bunny's just kind of like, okay, and he starts backing up, and then like a mouse pops in from the other side and does the same thing, and the bunny's like, okay, and he grabs his stuff and he like just burrows down really quick, and he then starts burrowing into all sorts of other people's homes. Yeah. Who then are like trying to like, one of them they look like maybe hedgehogs.
Tried to offer him cookies.
Yeah, that tried to offer him cookies, and he ran out their door. And like just kept burrowing around, and eventually he just like burrows way down into the earth. And I felt so bad from the whole time. I was like, he just wants to make his burrow and just call it a day.
Yeah,
that's all he wants.
Like he has like this like little tiny piece of paper, and it's like this like really like
just labeled
amateur
my home, and it's just a single little hole in this burrow that's like he has bed, me, bathroom / disco ? I was like, priorities, I guess.
But he's just like, I just want this little tiny hole to myself, and everybody else has these elaborate things. Yeah, he just poor bunny.
Yeah, and but then he digs down too far and ends up hitting water, and so it starts coming up, and he goes back up and goes to the last door that he saw, which had something scary behind it, and so he's like, and he knocks on the door, and it was a honey badger, and he tells the honey badger without talking. He tells the honey badger that there's water. He dug down and hit water, and there's water coming up. And then he just like sits down on the ground and pulls his ears over his eyes and pulls his legs in the fetal position and starts crying. And the honey badger just lets out this big roar, as you could call it, a roar. And then a bunch of other like the moles and the mouse and the different things showed up, and they were like, all right, we're here. What do we need? So they like got the water going a different direction, and then they all helped him build his home, and they like helped him redesign it so that he had a more elaborate home, and it was super nice.
It was cute.
But it was very cute, and it's the Spark shorts are so well done.
I like the animation style of this too. Like it looks like a picture book drawing, and I really like those animations. I think they're
rather
cute.
than doing the 3D.
Yeah.
Because 3D ones can be good. They did that with Bow. I don't remember what movie that played before. Was that Incredibles 2? I think it was before Incredibles 2. But that was another what's considered now a Spark short. But that one used like a 3D art style, whereas this one was
but I prefer like the hand drawn like picture book style.
Yeah, but no, it was really really cute, and I honestly think Aiden would like this because Aiden likes animals. And so I think he would pay a lot of attention to this one.
He would like it, yeah.
And like he loves Bow and Float.
He really likes those.
Yeah.
I don't know why he likes float. I don't like float. It makes me cry.
Float's actually really sad.
Yeah, it makes me cry. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He likes float.
But so I think he would like Burrow.
He
quite
probably
honestly.
would, yeah.
That one's a really good one for little kids. And actually even really any of the Spark shorts are good for little kids. They're nice short little snippets. They only need your attention for 5 minutes. And so, no, Burrow is definitely worth a watch.
It's super cute.
Definitely watch that one. And then we watched Wind. That one was a little more depressing. Not depressing, but a little more sad.
Yeah, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but it was a little like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the entire idea was like, I don't know how they got down there, but essentially this grandma and her grandson are like down in this
like wind
cave.
Tunnel thing.
And there's such a massive amount of wind in this cave that there's rocks, like giant boulders, floating around because the wind is so strong.
I thought they were in space at first, but then they like were like not floating off of the rocks. So like
so there's still gravity.
Yeah.
And the wind is lifting these giant boulders, but not them. That's the other part that threw me off.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre.
It's like, I don't know. But that one was also pretty cute. Like, it starts out with them, it's like they're gathering supplies.
Yeah, and building.
And so the grandma has to hook him up to a cable. And he leaps off and floats around in this wind and is gathering all of these supplies and pulling them down. And they were building a rocket ship so that they could, because you could see the opening of the cave, and they were building a rocket ship so that they could launch themselves out. And then they end up finding like a cockpit that they can use, but it only has a single seat. And so the grandma's like, okay, it's fine. Essentially, she like draws, or like
they don't talk, so they.
She draws a picture of the rocket ship on one of their potatoes that she had baked because they were growing potatoes in this cave, and then a picture of herself on the other one. And like tie them together with a cord, and essentially like, hey, if you connect the cable to the rocket, take that up there, and then you could just pull me up after that. And so then the kid gets all excited and he launches himself in the rocket out of the cave, and then starts pulling up this cord. And as soon as he starts pulling it, you can see he's like, "What? This is too easy. Why is this so easy?" And he pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls, and it's just the lunchbox with a bunch of potatoes.
Yeah.
His grandma decided to stay behind. It was like,
Yeah, and then like I was like, so now go get somebody and get your grandma out of the cave.
Yeah, to which I responded with, maybe there's nobody else there. Maybe there's nobody left alive. Maybe it's a post-apocalyptic thing.
So then she just sent her grandson off to die in the world alone.
Pretty much. Yeah, so it is a little sad.
Yeah.
It really is, but it was really good.
It was good.
So it's also definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
Burrow and Wind both are worth watching.
Definitely.
And even like after watching those, just go and watch a bunch of the other Spark shorts because there's, like I said, there's some really good ones.
Yeah, and we've watched quite a few of them.
Yes, and we have seen these two. We've seen Bow and Float. What was that one called? Luna? Is it called Luna? The one where they're sweeping the moon?
I think so.
I think it was called Luna. That one was also really cute.
Yeah, and a lot of these air before Pixar movies, so you may have seen some of these.
Yeah, Bow was before, I think, Incredibles 2. When was Lava?
Lava?
Or I Lava You? Was that before the first Incredibles movie? No.
No, but it was in front of a Pixar film, because I saw it in theaters, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It might have been Toy Story 2, actually.
Not Toy Story 2, probably 3 or 4.
Not 4. It was older than that.
So 3 maybe.
But it might have been Toy Story 3. But regardless, like, that's another one that we've seen. But yeah, all of the Pixar shorts are really well done. Pixar does a really good job of being able to tell an entire story in a very short amount of time with no dialogue.
I was going to say with minimal or no dialogue.
Because there's nothing that happens in, like, you know, one of their oldest ones, before Toy Story 2, it's the, or maybe it's before Toy Story 2, it's the guy playing chess with himself, playing chess against himself. And, like, there's no talking in that either. It's just, like, his alter ego laughing, and then him laughing at the end, like, when he gets the teeth, and that's, like, the only sound that you hear, like, the whole time.
Yeah, it's all very quiet.
And just, there's no actual dialogue.
Yeah.
And Pixar is very good at that. And it's always surprising to see what they can do with nothing but just, pretty much pure animation. No sound, like just animation and music.
Yep.
It's just kind of crazy to see. Like, even if it's only 5 minutes. So, but no, yeah. So go out and give the Spark Shorts a watch.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're all very good, especially if you have little kids. Go out and give those a watch. They're really good.
Yeah, you have 10 minutes and you want to watch something. Yeah.
Turn on one of the Spark Shorts. Yeah. So, our next 3 that we have picked out, we're going to watch over the next few weeks. First, for next week is going to be WandaVision, which I'm a little on the fence about.
It doesn't look like it's the greatest.
I think it just mostly just bothers me because it's like you're taking 2 of your like more popular of your superhero characters and then just making like a 50s sitcom out of it, just with those characters. And it's just like,
well,
was there a reason?
Let's not pass judgment until we see it.
All right.
We don't know.
Whatever. And then after that, we're gonna watch Hello Dolly. I have never seen Hello Dolly.
I've not seen this Hello Dolly.
This is from '69, I think is what it said.
Maybe I've watched
A newer one?
No.
Oh.
Because it's a musical. I've watched an onstage production.
Oh, okay.
Of it. So.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's a musical. So I'll probably still end up enjoying it because I like musicals. So yeah, we're gonna watch Hello Dolly after that, and then we're going to watch The Story of the Animated Drawing, which, much like Disneyland Around the Seasons, was probably followed up The World of Color. It's another, like, it's just looks like it's just Walt Disney talking about
something,
the animated drawing. So that should be really fascinating as well.
Yeah.
So that is the plan for the next 3 weeks for the Disney Plus project. So that is it for us this week. So thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week. But until then, don't forget to thank the Phoenicians.